this one. Tinker will have to be very cautious about throwing away an early advantage, overextending, and be the Misery Doom. I also do want to say, be in trouble here. Shockwave coming in. Misery's got the stomp. He's got to lift him and then run, but, well, Misery actually no mana for stomp. We'll try to do this with right clicks, and First Blood goes against EGM. Against this multicast of Jakiro, man. He's dodged like a butterfly. Get really aggressive. Well, I path the creep wave, killing it off.
So let's see where Ape Mother is. He is near the bottom side,
and they get the lift off. They jump onto Misery immediately to start. The RP's there. It does connect on one, then they skew it two back. EGM, no stolen RP for him. Looks like they may continue to engage here. No, they're gonna back off. Pycat continue to spam his ultimate out. Every time it cools down, they go, and then Slark, who was doomed earlier, will end up falling. Pycat, Saint and Bulba may be forced to retreat. Really nice hold thus far from Alliance. Relic.
But no RP, no Lasso, because Batrider is dead. No Haunt, no Doom. This is actually a good time.
Flare.
Even though it's a 3-on-4.
But how do you set up this Mystic Flare? They'll have the ultimate soon. Another Blink Skewer attempted. They'll have the Lasso for Batrider, but the multicast finds Ape Mother. With him dead, they'll really struggle to keep Tinker out of the base. And now Pycat starts chewing into Misery. They'll finish him off, looking for reinforcements. Mystic Flare's there. Pycat stick charges at the ready. Doesn't quite have mana. That mana cost changes the mechanism. Needs to switch to Entrance and pop it. No, in the end, ended up getting enough
and the stolen Lasso.
Just in the nick of time. They steal the Lasso.
Not yet. Need more Midases. Need another 30 minutes.
Based on Alliance's recent decision making, I feel like that's the natural reaction for them. Oh, we lost lane reaction. Alright, let's get to Midas. We'll get another skewer here. Ape Mother does continue to impress, but the trade may come from Koikfo. Leaps in, latches on Ake, finishes him off. EGM dealing Shockwave. Now they may look for Misery. Another leap in 2 seconds. Dark Pack. He can afford a brace of It's not that bad. He doesn't have buyback anyway, and you do not want to be worrying about buyback when you offer so little with your first life.
Hey, level 1 Dispersion, man.
They did hold the ranks for now. And now an RP. Skewer connects on two. This time EGM got it though, I believe. No, he only got the skewer. That's not ideal. Koikfa doomed and chased down a bit. Loda gonna try to pursue him. As EGM looks for the skewer through, he will fail on that one. 4 dead, and they may lose Pycat as well. The entire squad now in heavy pursuit. This cost them a Spectre buyback.
Uh-oh.
And a Skywrath buyback, but for a team wipe, a triple kill on the dog.
Hold this.
Not have Haunt for 6. There's also no buyback on Spectre. He has to be very cautious not to join the fight too early. He's not going to. Red's dropping quite slowly. The Haunt in to go. Then they look for the skewer forward. Ape Mother only found Pycat though, and now he gets slowed out a bit. Tries to retreat the other direction. RP connecting on Koikfa. Will bring down 2 to start. EGM stole RP. He drops it back the other way onto Bulldog, onto Loda as well. But they've doomed Pycat, and he doesn't seem to be getting the kills quickly enough. Koikfa back into the fray. He bought back for this, and it looks like that's enough. They bring down 4. They earn Loda. Can they stop this TP out leap? The stun finds him on the high ground. They had vision from the ward across the way. And now Loda is in a very uncomfortable position. They'll throw in a Viper Strike. This time Koikfa finds the angle. It's a full 5-man wipe.
Well,
and they look still for this Blink Skewer initiation.
It's going to be Bulldog.
Lasso.
I think Bulldog's going to pull someone in. They're way too far spread out for RP to be effective.
Maybe Blink Skewer. Well, they'll try just for Pycat, but he's the Aegis carrier. He's pulled a DP on everyone. Pops his neck on life number 1. He'll end up going out. Now the Hawk's trying to chew into the backlines. Misery stunned out. And can they defend the Viper on round 2? He got pulled so far back. Pycat way deep in enemy territory. He got his Manta in the enemy base. Now Mystic Flare will end up falling. But they take the racks for that. So they lose an Aegis, they lose their bottom lane. They're looking for the long-range Viper Strike. Koikfa in pursuit. Go. He doesn't have a teleport scroll. He can haunt to try and retreat out. Does he go to the top lane? Loda? Where's he gone? Actually,
he's gone for top.
Oh, he's gone top, but I think they run him down here with a Bulba stun anyway. Into the tree line, the creeps his worst enemy. No! The long-range taker, that last Viper auto attack follows him through the haunt and ends up getting the kill. Pycat from a world and a half away. The shot literally heard around the world against the Lions. Now Koikfa jumps in. He'll kill off Aki to start. He has Doom on him, but there's no Ag in him. So if he wants, he can just retreat, constantly get that HP regen and survive. This will prevent the Radiance, or the Heart purchase. He's going to have to either buy back or watch the second lane of Rax fall. Sing Sing joining
before that happens.
Break comes out. Shockwave there as well. And the Blade Mail forced out by the Spectre. He had a completed heart if he lived, but He decides, I just have to buy something that doesn't require me to leave the base, and that I can get right now while also still having 5 minutes. That's not many items that will fill that requirement. Nice answer by Pycat. Bulldog gonna jump in, but that won't be enough as Koikfa leaves behind the backline. They get 2 kills. Now, Spectre leaping in. Mother jumps forward, but doesn't get off the skewer. He gets multi-casted. Oh, that's problematic. Loda with a blade now with no bueno. They continue to lob stuns and nukes. Tinker able to fight constantly. Alliance only when all their ults are up, and with several ults down, struggle is severe. They may lose Bulba here, but they've already forced out a Spectre buyback, a Batrider buyback. They forced the Spectre to buy a Blade Mail to try and farm, though. Getting to that point where Lotus can't really leave the base. Bottom lane's exposed, mid lane's exposed, or mid lane's down entirely, and we'll smoke. Looking for a haunt initiation or follow-up to this initiation. They find the last one, Bulba. Do they haunt in to go? They will. As Pycat surges forward, they'll lose Bulba immediately, but Pycat really doesn't care. He pops his Manta quick to join the phrase. Well, there's your RP! EGM stealing the Doom and then the Ice Path. Thrown out to follow this up. Didn't steal RP, but that's damn good enough. They'll lose Pycat. Koikfa still staying. Well, is it good enough? Maybe it's not. Koikfa in a bit of trouble here. He's got a leap in a second. Can he get away from Loda in time? Leaping can't. He burns down, but they deal with the Doom. And it seems that's pretty much done at this point. And he gets lassoed. Maybe he did stick around a bit to unfold into a Mystic Fight. He's still got mech ready, though. No real ultimates. Nice Yules! Free cast by Sing as 8 Mothers prepared to blink in. He was ready for that jump. What a bring the Doom as well. Sing bailing out their one position Viper. Essentially, that's what he's become. He will cost him his life. Basically, 2
And Mag would have lived.
Yeah, and that's one of those situations where, like, oh crap, he got caught. Have their stolen Doom off cooldown? They may go back in on Misery. Blink in, Doom cast now, tossing him back. They need a multi-cast here to get the easy kill. They don't get it. Actually, oh, they do, but it's only on the Ignite. Not ideal. They'll lose EGM. Pycat comes surging back in. Misery will fall. He had Doom off cooldown, but never got to use it. Now Admiral Bulldog on the run, and
Buybacks all around.
How many buybacks was that? Doom, Mag, and Rubik all popping theirs immediately. Now into the tree line. Admiral Bulldog isolated, brought down.
Oh, I think
Alliance
Loda right here.
Just giving up too
Loda
much
stuck.
Right now. He's trapped in the trees. He has no haunt, no teleport control, no dagger for Christ's sake. 8 Mother only fighting RP on Koikfa, who's very fine with this. He leaps back in. There's a Doom ready to go. Well, maybe not so fine, but now Loda emerges from the trees. Perhaps it's enough to keep him alive. Pops the blade now. Pycat going to work from long range, but Dispersion doesn't do enough. The level death will secure the kill. EGM rejoins the fight that simply won't end. And it seems like Tinker will get the upper hand here in the end. Misery forced back, clubbed by an Ogre. That's a tough way to die. They'll force that Finn. He does BKB. In the fight, he teleported him in. Still a ways to go for him. The Alliance keep on pressing in. They won't. So that's a Doom down, a Lasso down. They still have their RP, and they're holding on to it. They go right now. EGM, did he manage to steal it? He did a level 2 RP, but he's silenced and controlled by Ake. Charges forward against his former teammates. RP's there. Finds, I believe that was 2. Now the Spectre buyback. Loda haunting it immediately. Koikfa, this would be a dieback if he ends up going down. He whiffs his leap. Maybe this is the overextension that Alliance needed. Bulba dropping low, but a Viper Strike ushers Loda back. Now it's Pykat's turn to retreat. Taker getting in the mid lane. They're through the bottom. They're overrunning your base, killing off your SCVs. Can Alliance hold? They've lost their last outer tower, their last tier 3 tower. Only the tier 4 standing. As Loda is controlled and kited by a multicast. That's a dieback for the Spectre. With that, Ben, probably GG. Looks like Tinker are going to take this one and improve to 6-1, while Alliance will fall to 1-4.
They held pretty valiantly. If their draft was just a tad less greedy, I think they would have been able to hold.
It's starting to be frustrating for the spectator.
The Doom was just a little over the top. Although it did.
I thought that was a good 4-position Doom. I don't feel like Misery was useless. Yeah. How much more can you possibly expect out of a roaming jungle Doom? You know?
Man, I read that Team Tinkerino, Victorino. Jeez, my mind's getting all confused with this.
Well, that was a fuzzy game, and it leaves us now.